Hello, McFluffy52 here, back with some more Wilds of Eldraine action, and today we're playing a deck I'm calling Combo Mill, because we're taking a dip into Azorius Mill here, seeing if we can win some on the ladder, seeing how well Mill does currently, using a special new tech where, well, we have Virtue of Knowledge, which you're thinking, okay, 5 mana enchantment. It says, if a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. There aren't any cards in here with an ETB, so why are we playing Virtue of Knowledge? Well, Vantress Visions is actually a pretty good instant, at least in the case of this deck, because what we want to do is we want to copy the X mill trigger from Jace if we can, because we play Jace, we take it up for a turn, we have 6 loyalty, and the next turn we go to -6 Jace, and well, we copy that trigger with Virtue of Knowledge. Instead of milling just 6 times 3, which is 18, we mill 36 cards, all in one burst. So that's the goal of the deck. Let's go ahead and see how we can do on the ranked ladder. I don't know how this is going to go. I played one game with it on the ranked ladder. I didn't have a lot of time to test decks yet today, but a lot of this deck is very similar to a deck that I made a while ago called Turbo Mill, where we did a similar thing. We played a kind of really fast-paced mill deck, where the goal was just to mill our opponent very aggressively using Terisian Mindbreaker and putting it into our graveyard, unearthing it, and then using Jace to go the rest of the way. And then we had the backup plan of using Tamiyo to get Jace back from our graveyard and mill again. This deck, instead, we're focused on, well, doubling up Jace's mill trigger instead. We still got some really cool tech in this deck in terms of how to keep milling. This is going to be very interesting, because that is not something we can actually deal with here. So we'll just go ahead and play this. We're just gonna get this starting. It says we can. We're not really gonna cast a Fading Hope on their Venerated Rotpriest, because if we target it, we get a poison counter. I'm very surprised this is literally okay. Well, that's a good game here, because actually, hold on. That was probably a premature good game. That's bad manners. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone. I did not mean to be that way. Does their opponent have a Spell Pierce? Because otherwise, the sweeper is about to eat up their Venerated Rotpriest, and they're gonna have a little bit of a hard time. Pays out. They have a Fading Hope. Okay, that actually works. Yeah, so we're still probably gonna lose this game. Opponent's playing a turbo fast deck here, which makes things a little difficult. I didn't even realize we'd steal our founding of the third path. We weren't gonna get any value out of its last trigger anyways, but this is a very bad matchup in the sense that we have not drawn into a sweeper here. Okay, so what we can do is we can play this. This is one of my favorite things here. Founding of the third path, we'll play a 2 mana instant or sorcery from our hand for free. Play an Experimental Augury. Well, we get to look at the top 3 cards of our hand, or not of our hand, of our library, and pick one of them up. We'll just pick this up. We'll put another permanent on here, or another thing here. Target player mills 4 cards. And in this case, since we're not going to be able to do much otherwise, we're just going to double it up and mill them for 8. So, well, let's see how low we can get our opponent before we die. I think we're dead this next turn, because they give us 5, get us up to 5 with attacking, and then if they have, wow, nothing? I'll go ahead and cast this, I think. We don't have anything good in our hand at the moment, so we... Soul Partition, that's a targeting spell, so that's not going to do. We can take this and put it in our hand, see what happens. Submit 0, yeah, we do not want to put any extra counters on ourselves. We'll play a Founding of the Third Path. Do you have a counterspell opponent? Ah, you're playing the hard counter. Well, actually, I'll give our opponent a chance to combo off / lose. Either they whiff. Wow. What is going on here? Alright, we'll play Experimental Augury to try and find something here. Submit 0. Okay, well, none of that is gonna help. I think we were pretty much dead. Can't really Fading Hope our opponent in a favorable manner, so. And they're able to bounce back. They had 3 Rotpriests? It just occurred to me that they had 3 Rotpriests in the top, like, 10 cards of their library. 3 Rotpriests. Yeah, that was just not favored for us, I gotta say. 3 Rotpriests, 3 copies of 1 card is a lot to draw in your first 2 turns. Alright, well, that's a great way to start matching up with Simic Toxic and, well, not running into any of our depopulates after they managed to dodge the playing a full play set of depopulates. We're playing 2 of the temporary lockdowns to try and get around our opponents here, or try and get past these aggro opponents. And then we have the Faithful Mendings, which gain us a bunch of life and can put the Terisian Mindbreaker into the graveyard. I don't think it really matters what after we put the Saga on. We'll just put on the second one to avoid any. So we got Mono White Control? Is that what we're playing into? Alright, this is not very exciting founding of the third pass, unfortunately, because our opponents are not playing anything here for us to Soul Partition. Yeah, Mono White Control. Got all the planeswalkers, the virtue, the enchantments. Yeah, maybe we need to make a green deck that's free of enchantments and play that enchantment sweeper just for the wow. We have not found any Faithful Mendings or any of our draw spells. We'll go ahead and cast the Soul Partition on their wedding announcement just to make them recast it. Slow them down. This has been a very slow draw for us. Gonna mill them. We could take away their tokens here. They're gonna cast a Wandering Emperor on our end step here, so we could just wait and Soul Partition the Emperor. And then next turn we can follow up with a temporary lockdown. Yeah. That way they play down their Virtue of Loyalty onto... Oh no, it's just another Virtue of Loyalty creature. Okay, so... Murex, that's annoying. And take 5. We can remove their tokens very easily with the Soul Partition, but... We're gonna actually decline this, because I don't think we want to do that. I think we're just gonna temporary lockdown. Paying 1 life, unfortunately. I guess I should have been mulliganing these hands. I'm out of practice. Yep, there we go. Emperor now. When are we gonna find our 4th land?
Keep watch for intruders.
4th land, please. Wedding announcement. Counter.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Ooh. I really would like to find that a 4th land. Thank you. We can Fading Hope, which seems better, and then we can keep Soul Partition or toss Soul Partition. So now we have Fading Hope on whenever they pump up a bunch. So if your opponent puts another +1 counter on their Samurai, we can bounce it. Otherwise, we might just want to Experimental Augury to try and dig for something more relevant. Been a very rough match. Alright, well, Fitting Hope. This will at least let us scry one, which isn't bad. Vantress Visions. Not exactly what we're looking for at the moment. Virtue of Loyalty. Yeah, that is spooky. Oh my goodness, could we not draw into another Adhikar Waste? Any of our other duels. We're playing literally all the duels, basically. These Painlands are gonna kill us. They will kill us. Ah. Opponent got a Farewell. Farewell just the graveyard. That'd be funny. Iganjo, Restoration. Okay. Soldier.
We must protect the people.
So, if we hasten this Terisian Mindbreaker, are we dead? The answer is damn, you are damn right. If we are. Where is the sweeper? None of those are sweepers. Okay. I think that's just death regardless of what we pick. Put a loyalty counter on it. Not loyalty, you know what I mean. Oh my goodness, these first few games have been horrendous.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch. Our plan beyond
Okay.
your comprehension.
We will mulligan intelligently. Damn it. Is what we will do. I did not expect this to go so horrendously. Is Mill that bad? No, I think this deck might just be kinda bad and we're getting some... I'm not playing it well. Alright. Martin Willie. Martin, are you ready? This is a good hand. We can Founding of the Third Path, casting Faithful Mending for free. We have 2 Seachrome Coast, none of these damn freaking pain lands. We took like 5 damage from our pain lands, I swear. This is horrendous. Oh, you're gonna play Esper Legends on me. That's unfortunate. Could get rid of their Skrill with a Soul Partition. But I think we're more happy to cast Sweepers. Alright, get this Adhikar Waste out of my face. We need just a land for next turn, I think. We can find more lands, most likely. This might be a misplay, but we'll find out. Okay, not Esper Legends. Boros. Playing Boros creatures. Hard player mills for. What are we running? What are we working with, opponent? This is my secret plan all along, is just to figure out what our opponents are playing so I can make better decks. Learn from the best, the people that beat you. Alright, we're gonna get bonus counter. Bonus counter. Oh gosh, it's Illuminator Virtuoso. Okay. I suddenly understand what is up. So it's a Virtuoso deck. Or double striker deck. That they give unblockable with Skrill and protect with Skrill. That is not good. Temporary lockdown actually is perfect. That get rid of one Soul Partition. Temporary lockdown hits everything. Everything. They can sacrifice their thing, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. We do not need this Soul Partition because we're going to be casting the temporary lockdown. We'll play a blue because we actually need more blue for our mill spells here. Got this. It's around your indestructibility. Exile sweepers are fun, aren't they? Pretty much zero counterplay unless you have phasing out. Zero counterplay, by that I mean, I guess, in terms of permanents you're already stuck to the board, but you can try playing around it by like holding up things and not playing them down, but if you're an aggro deck, that feels weird. Yada yada yada. Magic is strange. Goodness, can we draw into the mill? I swear I'm not like this opponent. I'm not just here to ruin all your fun. No. Current way we're drawing is that's how it's gonna go. Need to find our mill cards. Okay, that's kind of fun. We will pass. But yeah, you can see how the Faithful Mending has padded our life a little here, and so we're actually above above 20, even though our opponent's been playing sort of an aggro deck. Oh my goodness, these draws. Alright, let's see what... I can Fading Hope their Gold Hound, but I suspect there might be something more meaningful to Fading Hope in the near future. Okay. Okay. My turn. Okay, I'm sorry, opponent. It's just come to this. It's a rough. Oh, we're gonna hold up. Actually, I should cast a sweeper. We have so many. Use your indestructibility spell. There you go. And then spell you control. Okay. To your hand. They don't know we have another temporary lockdown. Hopefully we don't die this next turn if the opponent managed to give it... Okay, they do have enough to give it a hexproof. We might be dead. Virtuoso is just like that sometimes. Because they pump it up and then they chunk us for like 10 plus. Okay, well, casting the Depopulate was a waste. We should have just gone with temporary lockdown because we knew it would work, but I just wanted to like... I wanted to get more with my temporary lockdown rather than waste it on 2 creatures. But I guess you could argue that it was... We shouldn't have cast the Fading Hope. Maybe we should have cast the Soul Partition? Actually, no, they gave it hexproof, so it wouldn't have mattered. I swear to God. Alright. I'm sorry, opponent. You're gonna have to recast that one for me. Or don't. That's cool. It's fine. Where's our mill? We're 20 cards deep and we haven't found... We found one of our draw cards out of our 8 draw spells. I'm not taking possibly lethal damage next turn. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm casting this. If you have one of your pump spells, if you have a Blazing Crescendo, you get +3/+3, which is like sending us into 14 damage territory. So I will forego that option. Hold up, Seed of Igandu. Olenbach Export. What is this draw? What is this draw? The variance feels awful. Martin. What is up, Martin? Martin, this is not my game plan. I just want to let you know. This is definitely not my game plan to make you go through your deck while I just sit there and remove everything. Recommission. Ah, cool. Well, it's not that cool because I might actually die, but do we add Ganja, the Olenbach escort? Probably. Because then we can depopulate the siege veteran potentially. Is it a soldier? No, it's not. I don't even get the wait, I can copy my Iganjo. That's actually crazy. That's oh, that was not something I was expecting. Copying my Iganjo. The opponent is just processing. Oh, that is the dumbest possible thing I could have done. Double the Iganjo, twice the fun. Sacrifice it, give your siege veteran indestructibility, lifelink. Oh yeah, that also works. Oh my god. We'll play this. We don't really want to cast Faithful Mending here because, well, if we cast Faithful Mending, we just draw and discard 2 cards. And we don't get to keep any of those cards, and they might be like a Jace, which would be really good right about now. I played the Virtue of Knowledge because, well, might as well play it, because we might be able to bounce it back, potentially, to get the spell side again, if absolutely necessary, but... My turn. You're joking, right? You are joking, right? Oh my goodness, this is awful, opponent. You have a protection spell, right? You have like how many indestructibility spells? 1, 2, 3, 4 Lauren escapes. Oh, they're all out. Okay. They are all out. This is. I'm sorry, opponent. This is not how you're supposed to mill. The torture. This is supposed to be the fast mill deck. Terisian Mindbreaker. Do you have a removal spell for it? Nope. The trigger goes on the stack. We are gaming. Well, we should win. The trigger's already on the stack, so they can't kill it. That is funny though. Yeah, Iganjo. So
Your hope is
I don't think they have any way to
you cannot win.
to win out of nowhere. So I might go ahead and just X5 them. I am so sorry, opponent. I really.
I pull one thread.
Alright, we just need to survive one turn against our opponent here. I am sorry. I just apologize, that's all I have to say. It is really funny that we still managed to win. Yeah, the Virtue of Knowledge here is just to copy ability, triggered abilities. I feel bad, but it is what it is. Alright, opponent, are you gonna concede, or are you gonna let the new animation go off? You see that? The new animation? When they die to mill, you get like a flurry around their avatar, and then their library glows, or the absence of their library glows. Oh my goodness. What a silly game. That was not, we did not assemble the combo that game. I will definitely say that. We did not assemble the combo. We won, but at what cost? Alright, this game will be better. I promise. Actually, I can't really promise that. I'm kind of lying when I say that. Bong of Urza. Okay. Fair enough. What are we playing into? Our opponent goes first, so we will find out. With the double Fading Hope. We'll play the Seachrome Coast just in case we can scry up a good land, and then we don't have to worry, and we can play Experimental Augury, all the good stuff. Nothing. Ah, Experimental Augury it is. I don't know, there are other options or in terms of what you can play here. Our opponent's playing Domain. Is that good for us? Please don't be playing the Cascade one. That's all I ask. The Cascade one's cool, but it's brutal. It's brutal. If you have no interaction for the initial Cascade, they get a lot of value. Soul Partition? I don't think that's it. They're just here to ramp, so the only thing we can do is really just ask for more lands. And then bounce things to keep us alive. They searched up a swamp though. Are they not Domain? They need an island to finish their Domain. There you go. Opponent. I do love the Karn avatar. It's very cute. Very cool. We are perhaps a little bit too ready for the, the mono red matchup with our we only have 3 Fading Hopes, or 3 or 4 of them, and we drawn all of them. Pretty impressive. We also drew our sweeper. We have the Mindbreakers, which we would love to draw and discard at one point, but you know. Yeah, drawing optional, just like it's ramping is optional for our opponent here. They haven't done any ramping. We don't really need the auto war considering we have all the Fading Hopes and everything. Perhaps we're just scared of our opponent because they think we're playing like actual counter spells. Would probably be good into this. Oh, they're playing War Inspector. Okay. Go back to your hands. Go back to your room. They're gonna have to discard at the end of their turn if they haven't played a land. Yeah, they're gonna have to discard a card unless they have a 2-mana spell. That isn't Herd Migration. They're down 2 Herd Migration, so. But yeah, this allows you to up any kind of forest. They got Jetmir's Garden. Oh my goodness! All right, this is apparently the game. Terisian Mindbreaker. We're just gonna be playing the Juggernauts. I'm surprised. I'm actually kind of disappointed. It doesn't say must attack each turn. It's a Juggernaut. That's just like what it does. Why is that not there, opponent? Holy. Okay. Wait, what? Opponent's playing like a 70 card library. Huh? Wait, are we the ones getting milled here? No. It's impossible. Oh no. Okay. Discard the Fading Hope. Alright, everything's fine, because you want to know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something really cool here. Opponent might have 52 cards, yeah. Big whoop. Scary. But, we can do this. Mill, like, all of that, please. Thank you. Dust Mangler is a spooky card, I will say. Alright, they're down to 13 cards. We just need to survive. Need to survive. So we need a Jace. So if we get Faithful Mending into a Jace, we win the game. Are they a Dust Mangler deck? I love this card. Nice, I like that. Alright, we'll bounce their Dusk Mangler if they go in. Bye. And actually, I think we can Faithful Mending into a Terisian Mindbreaker if necessary, but Jace. Ah. We can mill 8 cards with our Founding. This goes to the graveyard. Did we play a land for turn? I don't think we play a land for turn. We don't really need to populate. If we double up the triggers, no, I don't think we need to double up the triggers. If we play this, we should have 2 mana to Founding the third path. Okay, we just need to survive one more turn. Because if we double this up, it's practically pointless. If we can play Founding of the third path, we can so and copy it. We'll mill them all out next turn. Shoot, we won't be able to copy it because their opponent's gonna make us discard a card. Because they can reanimate a Dusk Mangler. Oh, it's a Shelly. Okay, that's fine. But they can transform it, which doesn't matter. It will not kill us, but they can play this Dusk Mangler and discard a card or lose 4 life, whatever they want to do, and then we're gonna have to do a bunch as well. Opponent's playing a spicy deck. I like it. I like it a lot. Kinda wish, though, they don't play Dusk Mangler, please. I really like these 2 cards. They mean I win. No! I respect it. Alright. Discard the Virtue of Knowledge. The least important thing out of these 2. Oh, good game. I don't think they have a counterspell.
Kapask.
GG, Bong of Urza. That was a delightful game. I loved your deck. I love a Dusk Mangler. What a fun game there. Dusk Mangler is such a fun card. Because it's just like, it's not very impressive, but the ETB is such a painful ETB. Why can't I speak? ETB for your opponent, because it's sack a creature, lose 4 life, and discard a card. Great way to eat away your opponent's hand. Alright, this seems like a very action-packed hand. Maybe we'll get to do something very quickly this turn. Ooh, it's a cool skin. Little Johnny. What is our opponent up to here? Decrum Coast. I see you, and I raise you a deserted beach. Deserted, not deserted. I think those sound practically identical. I like where this is going, opponent. I see you, and I raise, playing nothing. Are we in the control matchup now? Uh-oh. Counterspell? Dissipate? Flash in something? What's the plan? It's a Dissipate. Okay. But, now you're tapped out. Oh shit. Tap everything for mana. And then play the Auto Borrow. Yes, we're playing 2 of these. I'm sorry. I might be a bit of an idiot, okay? We're gonna start by actually taking down this, just so that we get some value. Because we get to draw a card off this.
No secret escapes.
If our opponent removes Jace, then we at least did something with Jace before it died. There you go. I knew you very well, opponent.
None of this calculates.
Do we draw and see what we draw into? Yeah, let's see what we draw into. Opponent's playing controls, they might have a depop, or not a depopulate, make disappear here. This is a tough matchup in terms of making it go smoothly and fast. Because the opponent is going to try and interact with literally everything we do, making sure we do not get away with anything. And that's their entire game plan. Like, nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing greater, no more. Nothing less. Nothing more, no, nothing less. Start a Fading Hope and a Temporary Lockdown, I think. We could Fading Hope. We could Faithful Mending on our turn, but I think the best plan here is just go ahead, pass, do it on their turn, or do it on our end step if the opponent tries to use some of their many manas. If they have to add a Mirix token, we can go ahead, Faithful Mending and Fading Hope it in response. Or we can Experimental Augury and Fading Hope it in response. Instance, am I right? We do them anytime we damn well please. Pretty much anytime. That dang split second always interrupting my fun. Faithful Mending from our graveyard, maybe. Or I'll discard this, discard it to populate. Pretty good. And then maybe another Faithful Mending to shape our hand even more. Don't need this. Probably don't need it to populate either. Actually, we could keep an Experimental Augury since it's cheaper than to populate and toss the land. Alright, we sculpted our hand as much as we possibly could imagine. Opponent can't really stop the cast from the graveyard with the Unearth. They can remove it with like a Wandering Emperor? Is it a cast? I don't think it's a cast. I think it's an ability. I think it's an ability. We'll find out together. Can you counterspell this? You cannot. Okay, good. Are you gonna Soul Partition it? Faithful Assets. Okay, okay. I see you, I feel you. What are you playing? Mind Splicer deck? Or not Mind Splicer, Mind Splicer? What is the apparatus thing called? Whatever, we'll just do this on our. You gonna create a Might? You got a Mirix. Ah, it's a Wandering Emperor. What do we want to do? They're probably gonna create a token, so we can respond to the token creation.
Finally, I'm home.
Or we can bounce the token on their turn, or something. Or we can just draw a card, take our beats. Temporary Lockdown deals with like pretty much all the tokens they create.
May your blades.
Do we Fading Hope it? I don't think we Fading Hope it yet. We let them get their beat in. Let them invest. Invest in their token. +1 counters, and then bounce it. Think. Or they make another token with Wandering Emperor and we're just kinda dumb. You can always Fading Hope at instant speed. Some of these cards are so old. All the way back in Midnight Hunt.
Remember your training.
Midnight Hunt. How about no? I will. Ooh, I like that. I do like. Oh, talking about tech. I said at the beginning of the video, I was like, oh, we have some pretty cool tech. One of the cool techs is Soul Partition. You can set up your Jace, you can take it down to 1. Your opponent's going to want to attack in on it. You Soul Partition your own Jace, and you can cast it for 4 mana the next turn to, well, -5 it and mill them some more. So it's a way of, like, forcing your opponent to attack into your Planeswalker and then saving it. Very satisfying. Are you going to let me have my Founding of the Third Path? Negate. You Azorius players are so much fun, says while playing Azorius. Come on, opponent. I can draw a card. Let me go. Part of me wants to stop this from getting poisoned, but we've seen no indication that they're like a proliferate deck here, so I don't think we actually have to really worry about getting like 1 poison counter and then them casting like a bunch of spells that they get rewards off of that for them, so go ahead and take it. I could be entirely wrong, we've only seen 20 of their cards. In fact, less than that. But I think it's relatively safe to say we are okay. I don't know how these players play the game.
The people.
Like, I play an Azorius mill deck or something like that every once in a while, and I try and usually make my mill decks fast, but I don't know how you play these control games. You have to have like lots of time on your hands for every single game. It's not like oh, let me just play Magic Arena game real quick. No, it's I have to murder this person's day. Alright, what do we dig for? Or what do we not dig for? It's up to you, opponent. You really, you're the boss. Alright, depopulate, don't need that. Kinda don't really want the Soul Partition. Well, it came back to me. Temporary lockdown. Let's do this. While they're less likely to have a counterspell in their hand, we will go ahead and Experimental Augury for Fade Kill, I guess. Where is our build? Oh, they killed our one of our female pieces. Gain life, yada yada. We're halfway through our deck and we've seen 1, 2, 3 mill cards. Okay, our opponent's just literally answered all of them that we found. Unfortunate. Means that this is going to be a long game. And the longer the game goes, the easier it is for us to mill them, but at the same time, you know, have to dodge all their answers and stuff. I would not like to see that card. Thank you.
Keep watch for intruders.
Okay. Experimental Augury. Holy! What do we have? Like 36 lands in this deck or something? Something stupid? Like what's happening? Where is our cards? Okay, there is our card. Leyland. Hold up Soul Partition just in case of emergencies. And Union of the Third Path. Nice. Gain your 6 life. Yeah, that's like the one of the few problems with this deck is that you don't have a lot of ways to net new cards. I don't think we have enough to mill out our opponent next turn. No. If we draw into like a Vantress Visions, we can mill our opponent for 30. We just want Jace to resolve for the most part. Our opponent, considering they have played literally one counterspell, and actually that's a lie. Two counterspells. You know their hand is like 6 of them. So anything we do is just going to be responded to, which is unfortunate. I think we can take 4. Opponent flashes in Embercleave, we die. Hello. Yayo. There you go. Now, I have something to ask you, opponent. Do I have your permission to cast Jace? Pretty please. Pretty.
Kapask. Imasahak.
What? Since what? Huh? How? Where? Why? How many cards do they have in their graveyard? 10. That's not enough. We need those numbers up. See, we could Experimental Augury, but I think we're gonna do the Soul Partition Prey plan, where we mill them for 4 times 3, 12, and then we hopefully bounce Jace back to our hand, and then mill them for the rest. Next. 12, mill 12, it's on the stack. Do you have a stifle?
Surrender every last thought to fire.
1, 2... 2 counterspells are known. A make disappear and a dissipate. Okay. Are they not running a lot? I'm very scared of them having a counterspell next turn, so we're just gonna pick up Jace and be like, it's back into our exile, thank you. Please, let me. No way. Okay. Well, they can counter it next turn if they want, but you know. We're gonna do this now, just in case. They draw a make disappear next turn. Because I think if we draw a land, we can get past and make disappear. They still have 22 cards in their deck. Oh no. We don't have enough. We don't have enough mill.
Remember your training.
We're not dying super fast, thankfully. Oh, please don't have like. Oh. Not that. Alright, I'm fully expecting a counterspell, honestly. Pretty please. I don't know what our opponent's holding on to. Like, what is in your hand? Why can't you answer this Jace? Are you playing like 3 counterspells in your Azorius? Is this an Azorius sweeper deck? Are we playing against another Azorius sweeper deck? That'd be crazy. Alright, draw something. I guess they don't have any counterspells, they just have removal. Founding a 3rd path, that'll help us mill the last remaining cards. Put a counter on our Jace. -6 our Jace. Please say goodbye to your life. Thank you.
The knowledge we acquired is still valuable. I will shatter your mind.
Cool. We can Faithful Mending away Terisian Mindbreaker on our turn, and then... Oh, it's a lockdown. Please don't kill us. It's 12 +1 from Wandering Emperor, 13. They need a lot of damage. Yeah, I think they're just really built for creatures.
Show them how
Crazy.
we greet our enemies.
Okay. Turns out when your opponent builds their control deck for only creatures, they're not very good into mill. Please no dissipate. No dissipate, no dissipate, no dissipate. Let me win. And that's the last 4. It was a solid 20-minute game. Thank you, opponent, for, well, surprising me and letting me win. I don't know how they did not draw into more of their counterspells. We got lucky. Kind of. We also felt like we got kind of unlucky because we found, like, none of our, mill spells there. But I think I'll stop the video there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the mill. We went 3-3 overall, I think, on the ladder. I can go ahead and pull up Untapped right now to confirm that, but I'll pull up the deck list here as well. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out the channel a ton. We're super close to 500 subscribers, which is super cool. Actually, refresh Untapped. I don't think it got that match data yet. Or maybe it did. No, it did not. So we're 3-3 with this deck, which I would say is pretty good considering we're playing Mill, a strategy that I don't think I've seen anyone do for, I don't know, a while on any of like videos online. So I think everyone's forgot that Mill exists somewhat. So hopefully you enjoyed the Mill deck. If you enjoyed this video though, maybe you'll enjoy yesterday's video where we surprised Toxic our opponent using White Sun's Twilight and Virtue of Strength, and then we hasted in with Bitter Reunion. It was super fun, super cool, so check that video out. Have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Ciao.